Officer charged with beating a driver during a traffic stop takes the stand in his own defense. Michael Amykohn told the court why he says he punched and kicked Richard Hubbard after pulling him over for a traffic violation back in 2017. News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison has been covering this case for years and was in court today for Amykohn's testimony.
Here in Euclid Municipal Court today, we heard for the first time what Officer Michael Amykohn was thinking during the 2017 traffic stop that led to criminal charges against him. When asked why he punched Richard Hubbard, Michael Amykohn said Hubbard was resisting him.
I'm throwing strikes because he's actively wrestling with me. He's grabbing at my hands, he grabbed at my foot, and he tried to take me down to the ground.
Amykohn also said he used strikes because he didn't want to use other weapons, and one of his hands was injured.
I feel my hand pop when I broke my hand. And at some point during this fight, I'm figuring out that I can't straighten my hand out, so that's why I went to strikes.
But during cross-examination, the city's special prosecutor pointed out that Hubbard complied during the traffic stop, handing over his Ohio ID, car keys, and even getting out of the car in a timely manner. Dominic Vitantonio says what the dash cam shows is Hubbard turning around, not resisting. And after Amykohn took him to the ground, even Amykohn acknowledged Hubbard never hit back.
During the 3 flurries of punches that you threw, did he swing back at you one time?
While I was throwing the punches, no.
The prosecutor then brought up Amykohn's past. Amykohn quickly resigned from Mentors Police Department in 2014 after he was told he would be terminated. An internal investigation found he violated 4 policies, including one related to truthfulness. The defense says it has a few more witnesses to call, including a use of force expert. The judge says he still plans to wrap up this trial by the end of the week, even if they have to come to court on Saturday. In Euclid, I'm News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison.
So Amykohn is facing 3 misdemeanor charges and still works for Euclid Police in the warrant service.
Well, isn't that something? Now for the verdict. I saved the best for last. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. American Amy, here's the verdict. I'm out.
Days, the trial of Euclid police officer Michael Amykohn is over. The jury reached a verdict this evening centered around video that went viral after a traffic stop 5 years ago. News 5's Tracy Carlos has more on the verdict and reaction from both sides.
8 jurors deliberated inside Euclid Municipal Court today for about 4 hours before deciding the fate of Euclid police officer Michael Amykohn.
Case number 19CRB 00890. Verdict.
Amykohn faced 3 misdemeanor charges, 2 counts of assault and 1 count of interfering with civil rights.
We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, do hereby find the defendant Michael Amykohn guilty of assault, a misdemeanor of the 1st degree.
That jury found him guilty of 1 count of assault and interfering with civil rights. The jury found him not guilty on the other assault charge. Almost 5 years ago, Amykohn stopped Richard Hubbard for a traffic violation. Cell phone video that made national headlines captured what happened next. Amykohn testified during the trial that Hubbard resisted arrest and felt that he was reaching for his gun belt. Hubbard said he was stopped because of race and that he did not fight back during the arrest.
I think that as a result of the very bold verdict from the jury, the efforts from members of the community, justice was served today.
Community activist Dr. Richard Montgomery says this case went to court because of the actions of some in the Euclid community.
This started as a petition from citizens in the city of Euclid. Many people don't know about Ohio Revised Law 2935.09.10. If you have knowledge of a crime in the state of Ohio, you can petition a judge giving them your evidence for them to do an investigation or to order an arrest.
Euclid Police Chief Scott Meyer issued a statement about the ruling, saying in part, "I believe it is important that the process was allowed to reach its ultimate conclusion in the court of law and not the court of public opinion. It is my hope that this decision can start to bring closure to all of the parties affected." The Fraternal Order of Police also issued a statement. Dave Trent, president of the Euclid Lodge, said, We are disappointed in the jury's guilty verdict. We remain confident that Officer Amyot's actions were reasonable given the circumstances, and we continue to stand by him. Amyot will be sentenced at a later date. Hubbard filed a civil rights lawsuit against the city. Euclid settled with him for $450,000 last year. In Euclid, Tracy Carlos, News 5.
And Euclid police fired Amyot over the incident, but an arbitrator reversed that decision and gave him back his job. So we reached out to Euclid police tonight, but they have not said where Amyot's job stands following tonight's conviction.